Good day all. Thank you for joining today's pre-match press conference with the West Indies captain, Nicholas Pooran, here in Guyana. As you know, the third and final ODI will be played at the Providence Stadium right here in Guyana tomorrow. And as usual, we have the captain available to speak with you one day out. I am seeing raised hands already, but I'm just going to ask that if you do have questions prepared, that you please indicate by raising your hand in the Zoom group chat. Once you do so, I will call your name. Once I call your name, please feel free to unmute your microphone and ask your question to the captain, and he will answer accordingly. The first raised hand that I'm seeing is from Brandon. Brandon, please proceed with your question.
Hi, good afternoon, Captain. 2 matches done. West Indies will be playing for pride in the final one, the international. What sort of areas you guys have worked on during the net session, or the things that you guys have learned from the 2 matches and the area of improvements for the final matches that we should expect?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. We discuss about batting 50 overs. The challenge is definitely batting on the whole. Regardless if you're batting first or batting second, just find that way. Again, in the ODI setup, we are still a new team, a group of young guys still trying to figure out how we want to play this cricket. Obviously, we need to assess conditions much better and decide what shots we're gonna play on that wicket. I think we haven't gotten the answer yet, so we're looking forward to tomorrow game. Again, trying to assess as fast as possible and come up with a team plan as quick as possible how we want to go about batting on that wicket. And yes, we are playing for pride, but as a group, we are trying to get better in this format as well. And we're definitely looking forward to tomorrow's game.
In terms of changes, should we expect any changes for the final match?
We haven't picked the team yet. Coach and I would sit down and we'll have a discussion. But it's the last game, we're looking for a win, and obviously I believe that we can make some changes as well. We have guys on the bench as well, and it's just to come up with the right combination for tomorrow's game. I do believe that the guys will get opportunity as well, so it's just for them to come and take the opportunities.
All right, go well tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Travis Seymour.
Hey, kudos, skipper. You guys have played now 3 games on Providence, 1 the T20 and the 2 ODIs. But what's the bowling plan? I know you spoke about getting wickets early and there's 1 the areas of focus. But what's the plan going into this final game, which of course we'd definitely like to win handsomely?
Yeah, the plan again, it doesn't change. I think as a bowling group, it's difficult to obviously judge them, because I think defending 140 other than 108 is difficult. I think the bowlers have been doing a fantastic job. The spinners have been doing well. Good occasion in particular is been fantastic. But again, we are still in search of getting early wickets and wickets in the middle overs as well. I think going into the state game, if we can take that box, then that'll be very helpful for us going into the next series as well.
What do you expect from Providence pitch, given the couple of games you've played on so far? What might be the approach from a batting perspective?
We're going to sit and chat again this evening and come up with individual plans. We had discussions yesterday, one-on-one with the coaches, and I think everyone have their individual plans. For us, it's just to bat deep as possible, try our best. Find a way to bat on that wicket. Yes, we know it's a bit of a challenge, but we as batsmen need to find a way. And not only our team, but the Bangladeshi team as well. Let's keep finding a way on that wicket. Again, I said, I don't believe we have the answer at the moment, but we're really looking forward tomorrow to obviously performing. Everyone in the team, we are looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to perform as a group.
A question from me. Our paces have not more or less unsettled Bangladesh. Look more or less comfortable in the last 2 ODIs. What can be done to really bring some more penetrativeness to the bowling attack?
For me, just time. Just understanding the lengths we need to bowl on these wickets, just assessing really fast. I think Azari bowled really well with the new ball in the last game. And again, it's difficult defending 140, 108. I can't fault the guys for trying, giving their best effort, but it's a challenge for us, and again, it's for us to understand what's happening out there and try to assess as fast as possible, and just learn quick as possible. I think this is a learning curve for everyone, myself included, and the coaches as well. It's definitely a challenge here in Providence for us, especially losing the toss as well in those 2 games. I think as a group, we didn't get the answers yet, and we're still searching for it. We're looking forward to a good pitch tomorrow as well. If we don't get a good pitch, then that's fine. We're still going to look to find a way and try to figure it out together.
Appreciate the answers, Stefan.
Thank you.
Jerome?
Yeah. Afternoon, Nicholas. Afternoon, everybody. My first question, the pitch, no, not the pitch, but the Caribbean in general, the last 11 ODIs, I think, 7 out of them, the team that has won the toss has gone on to win the ODI games in the Caribbean. Do you see this as a big problem that the games are coming down to the toss? Because in Guyana, what I'm seeing is that early in the morning, maybe because of the whole conditions of the weather and the rain around, it's extremely tacky in the morning. So stroke play is very difficult, but by the time it gets to the afternoon, it looks like a completely different wicket. It seems as if the ball is just coming onto the bat. You see this as a big issue, or is it that it just requires some more application from batting teams?
I feel you're a politician. But anyhow, that's a really good question because, yes, everyone has seen that in the last 11 games. The team I won the toss 7 times, won the game, and I just believe the 9:30 time is obviously challenging as well. But we know during 7 in the morning to probably 9:30, there's not much sun in the morning, especially with the covers being on the wicket. I think with that hour moisture on the wicket, especially in ODI cricket, is definitely challenging. I'm not gonna sit here and say we need to dig a little more deep. I think anyone back first is going to be a really big challenge, and as you rightfully said, it's a complete different wicket when it's after lunch. It's tough for our batsmen as well because I know they've been working really hard at the game and they're trying their best to perform, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult to obviously survive on a wicket. But again, we're not going to make any excuses. We obviously are professionals and we need to continue to find ways, but I think that needs to go both ways as well because we as a team want to win cricket games, and I don't think it should be affected by the toss. I think that's a bit unfair there.
Maybe I should have asked the coach then, because I don't want to come across as a politician. But secondly, your personal game, a lot of people around the Caribbean, I don't know if you've heard it, but one former player is questioning your mindset in terms of the application and the shot selection, especially the last game with the team 43 for 3 with the shot that you play. Are you okay at this point mentally with your game and the whole captaincy reign on you now? I know that ODI cricket is a little bit difficult for the West Indies now. It's a trying time. It's a new time. It's a new team. It's a brand new team. A lot of young players. But are you comfortable being the captain and with your game as a batsman?
Even before the captaincy, I was struggling in the ODI formats. I haven't been scoring runs, and yes, I have. I sit down, I reflect, obviously, I have a conversation with the coaches as well, and I question my mindset as well in terms of how I am getting out in this format. One point in time, I was doing really good in this format, and now I'm not doing so good. And yes, I did question my mindset. Playing that reverse sweep is obviously a big question mark, and that's disappointing for myself playing that shot. But sometimes those things happen. But when it comes to captaincy and batting, I wouldn't really question that much because I just averaged 100 in the last T20 series there, and I think I'm batting really well. But again, I think it's a good question to challenge my mindset in ODI format, and that's something I raise my hand and I acknowledge. I think I just need to continue to sit down and reflect on how I've been batting and what's my mindset at in ODI cricket.
Just one last one, Dario. In terms of the spinners from Bangladesh, what is the major challenge you guys have playing the spinners?
At the moment, it's definitely it's unsure. It's been unsure because sometimes I don't believe that their spinners know if the ball is going to spin or not. That's the challenge of the surface. And it's 9:30. Obviously, with the moisture, the ball is not really coming onto the bat. So I wouldn't say it's just the spinners, because Trurful got 4 wickets in the first game, and you can't really play your shots. You can't really drive the ball properly without, in the back of your mind thinking, it's gonna pop, it's gonna stop. You saw guys trying to go over the top, and the ball is stopping, and the ball is literally people are getting caught at mid wicket trying to go over the top. So I just think the difficult challenge is that the ball is stopping, and that's the difficult part for us as batsmen here in Providence at the moment. So just for us to figure out how we do actually go about batting on the surface, and what is actually good enough for us to try to defend, because at the end of the day we need to get something respectable to defend. So again, I don't want to dig too deep into it, because it sounds like I'm making excuses, but we have 2 more series as well, and hopefully or whenever we do get better batting wickets, we can put up good scores as a batting unit, and these conversations can be easier for me to have. But yeah, so I don't want to dwell on it too much. Tomorrow is another day for us, and it's a really big opportunity for us to get a win first of all, and just move forward as a team.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Gavin Richards.
Good afternoon, Captain. The West Indies, we've lost 10 of our last 14 one-day internationals played this year. And we haven't beaten Bangladesh in this format since 2018. Do you think it's more of a psychological problem? Seeing that we've been doing well in Test cricket in recent times, and our T20 record is not so bad. Do you